Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Oh, and yes, Sunny, I'm very aware I should do something. I'm at least going to issue a warning before playing the DLC. That's why I do research my games before playing them, because yes, I would not want anybody who's kind of underage to see that, and if they see that, I'll probably have a few words to say when things happen, just to, get their mind straight or something, because this is a very, very delicate issue. I cannot say anything more, because I do not want to spoil the next game, but I think most of you guys know what I'm talking about.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
You hear that, Saren, in the chat? Liara feels sorry for you.
He's become a slave to the Reapers and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Alright, so for anybody watching for the first time here, Saren, what we are talking about and why we are sorry about him, he was an actual, he was a good agent, a good soldier, to put it that way, and he was lured by the Reapers, because the Reapers, that machine race we were talking about in the beginning of the stream, they do have mind-controlling technology, right? So they slowly eat away at somebody's brain until they bend them to their will, and that's what has happened with Saren. An important notice though, they do not bend the mind completely, they do not possess like 100% control over somebody, because if they do that, then that subject becomes like powerless to do anything else. He cannot move, he cannot think for himself, nothing. So what they do, what they have done with Saren, the main bad guy in this game, is they have kind of, let's put it, a 50% mind control over him. He can still think for himself, but he is very much aligned with the Reapers' goal for now. That is important, and I'm saying this because it's going to come up later on in the game as a subject.
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
Oh, Maruki is getting anxious to get things going with Liara. Very soon, buddy, is the answer. Very soon.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
And you can see kind of why I'm intrigued by Liara in these Mass Effect games, by the way. Having a relationship with an Asari is not like having a relationship with a human at all. Is this kind of a, I don't know, you can say that sex is kind of a body and mind experience at the same time. Very much so in the Asari's case. In any case, you're gonna see.
You Asari can live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner grows old and dies?
Some unions are a single encounter between two willing individuals, but there are cases where an Asari and her partner choose to remain together. When that happens, we do not focus on the inevitable loss. Instead, we enjoy the time we are given. And even after a partner has passed on, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Alright, so a bit of a primer here on Asari culture, because she didn't go too deep into this. Asaris, when they mate, they can mate with every species they want, like humans, Turians, whoever they please they can mate with, because they mate with their minds, right, and not with their bodies. And this is how they evolve as a race. Like, if you're an Asari, your parents would probably like for you to not be with another Asari, but to rather be and have a relationship with another species, because they enrich their culture like that. They gain the... For example, if Liara was to mate with Shepard, she would gain the child that they have, would gain Shepard's DNA, and that would enrich Asari culture, I guess, in some way.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Oh yeah, Lowman, what's going on here is I'm trying to get into Liara's pants. No, I'm trying to win her heart over. But for now, she's still resisting. She's not going to be resisting for long, though, I'll promise you that.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye for now, my blue love. We'll get back to this very soon, I promise you. I've played this game so many times. I kinda know this inside out right now. In any case, next step. Next step is to actually go back to the Citadel, I think. Because remember, we just defeated the... Well, we didn't defeat, but we pushed back on Saren. We destroyed his main, facility and base of operations. So now we're gonna go back to the Council and report, I guess.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Alright, back to the Citadel we head. It seems like the Council has finally changed its mind and it's gonna mount an attack. Let's see how that goes, though. There's probably going to be a plot twist or two along the way.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
Oh no, the Council wants to play defense. They do not want to go on the offensive. That is not going to be enough.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Alright, so I'm gonna comment a few things because some people are watching this for the first time. So what has happened up to now is we discovered Saren, that he's a bad guy. He used to be a good guy, but now we know he's a bad guy. And the Council thinks that is enough. The fact that we've exposed him, the fact that we are now ready for his attacks, they think that's enough, and they've stationed defensive fleets, I guess, all over the galaxy. However, Shepard knows very well that's not the case. Saren is looking for the conduit. We do not know yet what it is. People theorize it's kind of a weapon, maybe, but we'll see. And if he finds that, then it's kind of game over. So Shepard knows this, but the Council still does not believe him, and it is our job to convince them now, I guess.
One ship going into the terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
No, I don't think you have it under control, but I guess I'm not gonna be changing your mind. MV asks, in Greece do they teach English as well as Greek, or only Greek? They actually not only teach English, English is compulsory. You have to do it both in, you have to actually do it in every school, like in mid-school and in the universities and the colleges as well. You also get very early on in the Greek school system the choice of a second language, and I think it's compulsory to take a second language. When I was back at school, we had a choice of German or French, I think. I don't know what kind of choices kids have today, but in my case, I am fully fluent in English and German as well, by the way.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon, the conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
The conduit reminds you of Borderlands 2? Man, I love that game, but I do not remember any conduit being in it.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon, the conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Oh well, I guess there's no convincing these guys. As MV says, German Shaken coming soon. Please tell a dad joke in German. Well, I'll be honest with you guys, I do know German, but because I do not speak it every day like with English. I do not write, I do not speak too much in German, I've just learned it. I'm not nearly as fluent as in English. And definitely not capable of saying a German dad joke. Who knows though, we might find something. If I find something, I'll put it on Discord. In any case, this council does not seem to be easily convinced. I think we will have to take matters on our own hands.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
We are grounded? What are we? 5-year-old children? Jesus.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Oh, they played with me like a toy and now they toss me away. Hey, green screen. Welcome, buddy.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
I don't care if they ground me, but they refuse to go after Saren. If they don't stop him from finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not, Liara.
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Well, hello there.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Damn it, Joker!
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
You should probably go meet with him.
Yeah, damn it. But he did interrupt my romantic scene with Liara. Joker, I will never forgive you, man. In any case, Shaken, can you play Fallout, says Green Screen. Well, we'll see at some point, maybe as a classic playthrough, but it falls kind of in the category of games that are not new and not old, you know, Fallout. So these are like the worst games you can play on YouTube, to be honest with you guys, so it tends to avoid them. But who knows? Maybe once it becomes a classic, maybe we'll revisit that as well. Oh, Kenzie knows the deal.
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alright, so remember now, the Normandy is grounded. Let's see, can we see? Yeah, you can see the seal right there. We cannot leave even if we want to. So our job is probably going to be finding a way off this planet.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Feros is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Alright, we got a few radio messages during our downtime here. Which is actually interesting. These radio messages that play out in elevators, they are actually influenced by our actions. They are not like standard things. They change according to what we do. And now we're gonna have to give an interview, interestingly I think. Al-Jilali, that is the famous reporter of the Mass Effect series.
Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jilani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Sure, I can do interviews.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
Alright, a few things here about this Jilani character. First things first, interviews do play a role. You do have some choices to make, and people will react differently to you according to those choices. And this Jilani character, she's kind of pro-human. She's a bit towards the racist side, not too much, but just a tad. So we will have to fend off sort of her attacks here of trying to, you know, put the humans in front of other races. We have to kind of remind her during this interview. If I remember this correctly, we have to keep reminding her that we are all in this together, all the races. It's not just humans.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
Oh, and here we come to the weird choices. This thing, she is kind of baiting me right now. Like, if you know the backstory, nobody has ever talked to the press about this Noveria attack. So she's kind of baiting me into an answer, like admitting there even was something going on in Noveria. So I'm gonna dodge the questions here.
I'm afraid I can't discuss the details of my missions.
So you were there on a mission from the Council? That's very interesting. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
When as Maruki says in the chat, we're going to plead the fifth here once again. This is interesting. We kind of have 5 answers here, and only one of them is correct, and it is to avoid the question overall. If I don't do that, I will get a slap on the wrist by the commanding officers in the Alliance.
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
And as Maruki says, they keep just asking a lot of questions. That is kind of part of the trick, Maruki. I will let you in on a little secret. I've studied economics, so I do know this from first hand. When you get handed a poll, like in a questionnaire, that asks you like 100 questions about a certain thing, a lot of the questions are exactly the same thing, phrased differently. They do that on purpose because they want to catch you off guard and they want to see if you're answering your questions honestly. So for example, you might see the same question phrased differently and answered differently, then they know you didn't answer honestly or you're kind of, you know, not sure about your answer. That's how things work with reporters too, I guess. I'm not sure, but they sure do with economics. Can we just tell the reporter I have a mission? Says Kenzie. Yes, please leave me alone. Oh, I remember this cutscene. This is actually part of a side quest. Yeah, this guy is getting tossed out of the club because he tampered with some of the gaming machines, I think. And he will have a side quest for us that I will avoid for now, because we do have the galaxy to save. No time to waste on petty side quests.
That's not what I heard.
We are here to meet with Captain Anderson, and Captain Anderson only.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Oh, Maruki says proceeds to use Normandy to throw a birthday party. Wow, that would be an idea, actually. In any case, now we're faced with another choice here. We can tell Anderson how he is to proceed. He can either break into Udina's office, knock him out and use his computer, or go to Citadel Control and unlock the Normandy from there. This is an actual choice. Like, it matters what we choose. Captain Anderson can't really die whether we choose one or the other option, but if we choose Citadel Control, he will be injured. So I don't know if that plays a major role down the road, but just to be on the safe side, we're gonna go with the safe option, break into his office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Excellent. Now we have a plan to escape the Citadel. Captain Anderson is gonna take the hard parts.
Pardon me, soldier. Can I...
Nah, he's another side quest. We're not gonna bother with him too much. Actually, let's just fast travel back to the ship. That's all we need to do for now. We just need to go back to the ship and wait for Captain Anderson to unlock the ship.